Police have been searching for several hours now for 11-year-old Charlotte Mochia. We're at the intersection of Amherst and Lafayette Streets, where family members have gathered, as well as concerned neighbors. And I'm Mike Masciadrelli. The man accused of abducting an 11-year-old Springfield girl last week has been ordered to undergo a psych evaluation. Agawam Police Chief said there were shots fired at a house here on Brookline Avenue. As you can see, the road is blocked off. We just received word that the incident at Chicopee Comp is over and the school has been secured and cleared. We also know that the report of a suspicious person was a hoax. The road is currently blocked on both sides, so you cannot see the crash behind us. This is as close as we can get. What you can see is a Ludlow police cruiser here, as well as several members of the State Police Accident Reconstruction Team investigating the crash. We're live here on Dickinson Street covering breaking news of a shooting. According to Springfield Police spokesman Ryan Walsh, a woman was shot in the area of Lansing Street and Dickinson Street. We're here on Dickinson Street right now. The woman was shot and was taken to the hospital. No word right now on her condition, but I'm going to step out of the camera now so you can kind of get a better look of what we are seeing here on Dickinson Street. Springfield Police are still here investigating the situation here on Page Boulevard. I'm going to step out of the camera now so you can get a better look of what's happening. An Amber Alert has been issued for a missing 11-year-old Springfield girl. I'm 22 News reporter Mike Masciadrelli. We'll tell you if police have any leads or suspects. Good Sunday morning. Thanks for joining us for 22 News at 9. I'm Mike Masciadrelli. We begin this newscast with breaking news out of Sri Lanka this Easter Sunday morning. More than 200 people are dead and hundreds are wounded after a series of deadly explosions at churches and hotels. Springfield Fire Department spokesman Dennis Ledger said crews are looking for a reported body found in Echo Pond in Forest Park. That's in Springfield. This is a live look at the search that is currently underway. You can see on your screen there are fire trucks there along the road, and our 22 News crew just arrived there. Good evening and welcome to 22 News at 5:30. I'm Mike Masciadrelli. I'm Ciara Speller. We've had quite a swing in temperatures this January. Yeah, we sure have, Ciara. 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Adam Stremko is working for you with just how warm it was last year across the globe. When an elevator inspection certificate expires, it's the property owner's responsibility to contact the state. But the 22 News I-Team discovered there's a major backlog of elevator inspections. These may look like normal tinted windows to you, but under Massachusetts law, these windows are too dark. The 22 News I-Team found out if you're not careful, tinted windows could get you in trouble. The 22 News I-Team questioned Connecticut lawmakers about a proposal to charge commuters from Western Massachusetts. A lot of people are wondering why now? Why now implement a toll system in Connecticut after all these years? Under the proposal, there would be toll gantries every 6 miles along I-91 and the 3 other highways. Those tolls would be more expensive for out-of-state drivers and would even rise during rush hour. I'm Mike Masciadrelli on board the Hartford Rail Line. We'll show you what it's like riding these trains and why it'll make commuting easier to Connecticut. It was a great day for skiing here in Blandford Sunday. The Pats have been dominant at home in the playoffs. The Patriots came into Saturday's divisional game with an 18-3 playoff record at Gillette Stadium. This is one frame from 18 beehives here at the State Apiary at the UMass Agricultural Center in Amherst. Police officers have been going in and out of this house since we arrived. This is what Cold Patch looks like. We reached record high temperatures for June in western Massachusetts. I'm Mike Masciadrelli in Springfield. We'll show you how athletes stayed cool in the heat. 22 News asked local amateur athletes if watching the Olympics motivates them to bring their A game. When it comes to operating a snowmobile, you want to make sure to have the helmet on. The Greenfield Police Department has a new Comfort Dog program.
Set literally right here in the middle of the road.
The black bear was blocking traffic for about 10 minutes. We're now joined by U.S. Air Force Sergeant Andrew Biscoe, who has been helping put this air show together. Many Franklin County residents spent their Friday morning snowblowing and shoveling. Fall foliage is Franklin County at its finest. People travel from all over the country for views like this. Figure skating is just one of 15 sport disciplines that athletes will compete in the Winter Olympics. Capturing him wasn't easy. It took a combined effort to bring this uncooperative goose into custody. The 22 News I-team discovered the darker the windows, the bigger the risk.
You're going to be peeling that tint off your windows. It's an expensive lesson.
That's because Massachusetts state law limits the darkness of your tinted windows. According to data the I-team pulled from MassDOT, more than 11,000 drivers failed their vehicle inspection last year due to window tint. How often would you say a vehicle fails to pass its inspection due to window tint?
A higher percentage than you might anticipate, probably as many as 10%.
The I-team went to Tire Track Automotive Center in Springfield. Owner Timothy Andrew explained that under state law, car windows must allow at least 35% of light to pass through. When you go to get a yearly vehicle inspection sticker, the business will use a tint meter to check how much light is passing through the windows of your vehicle. If any window reads 34 or less, you're not supposed to receive a passing sticker. But some drivers are breaking the law and getting away with it. Andrew told the I-team some inspection businesses willingly break the law by giving cars a passing sticker, despite their windows being too dark.
The registry realizes that and wants to try to eliminate it, and we hope that they're successful.
It's going to be the officer's discretion as to whether or not they conduct a traffic stop for a violation.
State police issued more than 4,000 citations for window violations last year. Sergeant Mark Weiner told the I-team there would be even more, but out-of-state cars drive right through a loophole in the law. State police cannot legally stop out-of-state drivers for dark windows, which means only Massachusetts drivers can be held accountable. A business could lose its inspection license for passing a car with illegally dark windows. We've posted the penalties you could face on WWLP.com. I'm Mike Masciadrelli, working for you with the 22 News I-team.
The reality is elevators go down. Elevators are not built to last forever.
When an elevator stops working, it's at the very least an inconvenience. But it's a huge problem for people who essentially get trapped on upper floors. Saab Court is one of several Springfield apartment buildings that have had problems keeping their elevators operational. Some Saab Court tenants have gotten stuck. Ms. Mercado, how long were you trapped in that elevator?
I was there about like 10 minutes in there. I'm diabetic, you know, I thought I was gonna pass out. It was awful.
The elevator just quit on us. Took about an hour and a half for the fire department to get in and get us out of that thing.
The Springfield Housing Authority owns the Saab Court apartments. They're in the process of repairing the small elevator at 18 Saab Court. SHA Executive Director Denise Jordan told the I-team that under state law, their maintenance team can't legally fix elevators. Only certified elevator companies can do the work, and she said there aren't any nearby.
The closest service provider for us is 1 hour away in Vermont. So that's been a challenge, not just for the Housing Authority, but for a lot of properties throughout the region, specifically Western Mass, that have elevator issues.
The large elevator at 18 Saab Court still works, but its inspection sticker expired 2 months ago. The state has 68 elevator inspectors that are responsible to inspect every elevator in Massachusetts each year. The inspector will post a certificate inside to let you know that the elevator meets safety standards. But the state is having trouble getting all the inspections done in time. A new report showed that 4,500 elevators failed to comply with the state's annual inspection requirement.
When I heard it was on the street, I figured it might have been him.
A Feeding Hills neighborhood was turned into a battleground Monday night as multiple law enforcement agencies responded to reports of gunshots at 74 Brookline Avenue. Residents on Brookline Avenue and Belvedere Avenue were evacuated.
I got scared. My husband, we locked our doors and stuff, and I was hoping it wasn't anybody close to us. And you get scared. You don't expect it to happen here.
Agawam police said Michael Kerr fired 20 rounds of ammunition in and outside his home within the first hour of the standoff, with at least one round striking a home next door. Take a look at this. This is a bullet hole in a second-floor window of Michael Kerr's home. That bullet is now lodged into this home behind me. The woman living here declined to go on camera, but she's still shaken up about this active shooter situation. Police found Kerr dead inside his home from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. 22 News spoke to a woman who used to live next door to him.
He lived basically by himself. He does have a brother. He has two brothers, actually. You know, he was quite a loner. But he would come out and meet me at the mailbox to talk to me, you know.
Residents were allowed back into their homes after midnight, more than 8 hours after the standoff began. Patriots fans got to watch Tom Brady work his playoff magic and lead the Pats to another AFC Championship title. This one wasn't easy. The New England Patriots had to come from behind to defeat the Jaguars 24-20 in Sunday's AFC Championship. One Pats fan had a feeling it would be a close game.
If they can play the front four and they can get at Brady without blitzing, I think we could have some issues. 22
News found many Patriots fans tailgating outside Gillette Stadium in the parking lots before the game.
I've been here for playoffs before, and it's definitely different from a regular season game. It's a fantastic place to be. It's really fun. Everybody gets really into it.
The Pats were 7.5-point favorites to win the game despite the uncertainty surrounding their quarterback. Tom Brady injured his right hand earlier in the week when he collided with Rex Burkhead during practice. Tom Brady's right hand injury was the biggest headline coming into Sunday's AFC Championship game, but Pats fans were confident that it wouldn't affect his performance.
We're not really worried because he tore his ACL, but he's a GOAT.
The GOAT was clutch in the second half. Tom Brady threw 2 touchdowns to Danny Amendola in the fourth quarter, the second which put the Patriots up for good.
You could have probably cut his hand off and he was going to find a way to get out here and play in the game. I mean, he wasn't going to let stitches or a small thing like that stop him from playing in the game. The guy is such a competitor, and he has more heart than anybody you ever know.
Brady and the Pats will try to win their 6th Super Bowl title when they take on the Philadelphia Eagles in 2 weeks in Super Bowl 52. Reporting at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mike Masciadrelli, 22 News. In sports, NFL fans got to watch 3 Thanksgiving games while enjoying their turkey. Let's pick it up in Atlanta, where the Saints took on the Falcons. In the first quarter, Drew Brees connected with Tommy Lee Lewis for a 28-yard touchdown pass to put the Saints up 7-0. In the fourth quarter, Drew Brees threw a 5-yard touchdown pass to Keith Kirkwood, that you see here, to seal the 31-17 victory for the Saints. The win was the 10th in a row for the Saints. This victory means the Falcons have been eliminated from contention in the NFC South. In sports, Athol hosted Mahara on Thanksgiving in the oldest high school football rivalry in Western Massachusetts. Let's take a look at the interior of this rail car. This is what you'll see if you plan on taking the T in and around Boston in the future. Thanks for joining us for 22 News at 9:30. I'm Mike Masciadrelli. We continue to cover breaking news out of Sri Lanka this Easter Sunday morning. More than 200 people are dead and hundreds are wounded after a series of deadly explosions. Good morning. It's Saturday. Thank you for joining us for 22 News at 9:30. I'm Mike Masciadrelli. We begin our newscast with breaking news from the White House. A partial government shutdown is now in effect for the 3rd time in 2 years. Western Massachusetts' second retail marijuana shop will open for adult use sales in about a half hour. In sports, the Celtics fell to the Milwaukee Bucks last night in a high-scoring game. The Celtics had trouble defending Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo. This guy's really good. They call him the Greek Freak. Yeah, there he goes. The Patriots will hope to secure their 10th straight AFC East title tomorrow when they host their division rival, the Buffalo Bills. If you're just waking up with us this morning, this is a story you're not going to want to miss before you leave. If you're just waking up with us, this is a pretty cool story. The Western Massachusetts' second retail marijuana shop will open for adult use sales this morning. 22 News reporter Hector Molina is live at INSA in East Hampton with what you can expect at today's grand opening. Hector? Good Sunday morning. Thank you for joining us for 22 News at 9. I'm Mike Masciadrelli. Good Saturday morning. Thank you for waking up with us on 22 News at 6. I'm Mike Masciadrelli.
I'm Storm Team Meteorologist Kelly Reardon.
Well, Kelly, last weekend we were dealing with snow and ice with that winter storm. It looks like this weekend should be pretty nice for us here in Western Massachusetts.
Yes, exactly.
Well, it looks like we'll have to keep our eyes out for Tuesday night, but we'll enjoy it today. 41 degrees. I like that. Thank you for joining us this morning on 22 News at 9. Be sure to join us for 22 News at 6 tonight.